Coming up, we get to ring the cash register after another profitable day and then get in some more bets for today, which includes NASCAR and MLB. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on this episode, the Friday edition here of Winning Bets, as we're going out free sports picks every single day. We've made it to the weekend. Congratulations. I hope you guys have had a fantastic weekend, and you're looking forward to the weekend that is on your horizon as soon as the work day is over. Let's go ahead and make sure we start off the show by recapping yesterday. Yesterday was a profitable day. As you can see right there, we went 1-1, but because we make smart bets and both bets were at plus money, we were able to pull in some profit. They're at plus 0.48 units. That now brings us up total on the week at plus 0.77 units. So we're doing good. We're battling back, and we're putting money in your pocket. That's what we like to see. The first bet of the day was the one that we got the cash, and it was that Braves team total over 4.5 runs. Let me tell you guys, I was at the gym watching this unfold there on ESPN Gamecast. I don't remember which inning it was. Maybe it was the fifth or the sixth inning where the Braves, had that runner on first and second. They had one out, and their catcher was at the mound right there. He had already gone 0 for 2 that game with 2 strikeouts. I've never rooted so hard in my life for somebody to get another strikeout. I was sitting there just fearing that this catcher would ground into some softy double play and go ahead and, lose this rally here for the Braves that they had been building up. They started building it the last inning by breaking up the no-hitter, and then they carried it over in the following inning by getting something going. And as soon as that guy struck out, I did like a little mini fist pump, because then I knew the pitcher was coming up, and sure enough, it said Sandoval hit for, I think it was Webb at that time, was the pitcher for the Braves. And I'm at the gym, and I'm thinking, is this Pablo Sandoval? Is this Panda? And then it, jumps into the Gamecast there where it shows you the actual people's faces and then their first initial with the last name, and you get the Panda's picture with P Sandoval. And I said, oh my gosh, my man is about to pinch hit a Panda bomb, and I'm gonna go off at this gym. I'm just gonna lose it. There's only one person at the gym because of the whole COVID. You got to make reservations. They've limited the number of people that can show up. Yada yada. So I step away from the Gamecast for a little bit. Do an exercise, whatever I was doing there. Come back to the Gamecast to see the ESPN fireworks on the Gamecast. Immediately start running around the gym, going like crazy, like woo, like just the level of excitement that I had was way too high for one single bet, but I was fired up. Got the guy looking at me like this, giving me all these weird looks. Can't say anything back to him. He's all headphoned up, so can't justify my craziness at the gym, but boy, what a moment right there. I felt it in the gut that my man Sandoval was going to hit a Panda bomb and cash our bet for you. Nice 3-run homer right there over the left field wall there to get the 5 runs and to cash that bet. That was absolutely awesome to start off our day with that nice cash. Unfortunately, we couldn't carry it on into the nightcap. Got that Nationals run line there. What was the Nationals manager doing there, giving Corbin that long of a leash? He did not earn the right to get out of that jam there in a second inning. Wants to go ahead and put up a 3 spot in the first inning, just get walloped until the pitcher comes up. Then he finally gets out of it, and then the second inning comes up and gives a seven burger. I mean, are you kidding me? You got to hook him. If you're the manager, he lost the game in the second inning, because if you know in that spot, if that outcome happens where you give up a home run, the game's over. At 10-4, it's over, because how the other team can now deploy their bullpen over the rest of the game, and how your hitters are now going to be chasing, they're going to be expanding the zone to try and play catch up. That game's over, and I didn't see where Corbin had earned the right to get out of that jam. So yeah, the manager, lost it. Obviously, Corbin didn't bring it in his own right to, give us much of a chance to sell. But I thought the manager, just a really poor decision by him. Credit to Nats bats. They battled back there in the early part of the innings. But yeah, you give up 10 runs over the course of the first 2 innings of the game, and that's going to be a wrap on that bet. So just unfortunate, but we're not. But it's all right, though. We turned profit on the day. It didn't matter if you had a DK profit boost, because, the bets were at plus money regardless of whether you had a boost or not. So you're able to put some money in your pocket there. Again, plus 0.48 units here, and now plus 0.77 units there on the week. So that's really good. And guys, the free bet hit. That's right. I gave you guys Manchester United, the Granada game. I gave you under 2.5. That was not even a sweat. I know the game ended 2-0, but United didn't get that second goal until, I believe it was injury time there. So yeah, that game went exactly how I planned, except for Paul Pogba picking up a yellow card and being on the pitch to begin that game. That's just maddening as hell to be a United fan is why Pogba's on that pitch. But who cares? We went ahead and cashed under 2.5. That means somebody's getting hooked up with $20. And I will tell you guys, I've been making these free giveaway bets the last 2 days, different bets than what than I'm giving out. Like these free giveaway bets don't count, towards my win-loss. They don't, I'm not adding anything to my profit for these. But it is a way for me to give out an extra bet because I'm only doing 2 this week, but now I'm giving out an extra third bet. I've had multiple people hit me up on Twitter the last 2 days saying they tailed that Champions League parlay and they tailed that Manchester United under 2.5 bet. So these are real bets, guys. They may not be counting in terms of my win-loss or my profit, line there, but these are real bets. There was real money behind them. So obviously I love them. If you want to tail them, it's something that I would do because I love the bets. And, yeah, it's been cool to have people hit me up the last 2 days on Twitter that they've been following those bets. And I like that they've been cashing, and I like that we're also able to get out some free money on today's show. So with that being said, let's go ahead and give out $20 on the show. Let's do it. Manchester United, Granada, under 2.5. Man, unders are sweat. Doesn't matter. That was an easy sweat, but it doesn't matter. Still a sweat. Still a sweat. We're doing this one right here. We're doing Treadways. Go ahead and hit me up on Twitter, and I'll go ahead and drop you $20 once you give me that PayPal information. All right, of course, we got some bets today. Another tough day. I don't remember what day it was earlier this week, but I told you guys it was tough to only give you 2 bets. There were multiple bets I liked. Today's the exact same way. I want to do 4, possibly a 5th bet. I wanted to jump on here and do this show and give you guys these 2 bets that I've got so you guys can get the same odds as me. But I think the 5th bet, once I keep digging into it a little bit more, I'm going to love that bet as well. But there are definitely 4 that I could put my money behind. Man, I wish I was doing, I really like 4. I really like 4 bets today, but I've only got 2 on today's show. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump on into it. The first one is the one that everybody loves. Everybody loves a no run the first inning. Well, I found a good spot for us today, and it's that Tigers Athletics game. So go no run the first inning, and that's at -110 over a points bet. You got Urena on the mound here for the Marlins versus Montas for the Athletics. 2 good pitchers that can get it done. Urena it looked like he was going to be a stud when he came up there in the Marlins organization. Obviously, now he's in the Detroit organization, but yeah, he's got all the potential in the world. And Montas as well. He usually comes out and starts games strong. You can hit him, but boy, does he usually come out of the gates really strong. And these pitchers, what we really love about it as well is they're not going up against great offenses. Batting average, these teams rank 21st and 26th in the league. And on base percentage, these teams rank 20th and 26th in the league. So pitchers, I believe, that can get it done. But then also we get the nice, sweet advantage of just going up against really weak offenses. These 2 teams, in terms of scoring runs in the first inning, they've only scored .31 and .54. Well, you do the math, that doesn't equal 1. And in terms of first inning runs allowed, they're allowing .23 and .38. Again, you add those suckers up and they don't equal 1. So everything in terms of me doing the research, whether it was the starting pitchers or the offenses that these pitchers are be going up against, it screamed no run the first inning. So I'm going to go ahead and make this bet, no run the first inning at -110 over a points bet between these Tigers and Athletics. All right, second bet I want to go ahead and get in front of you guys is we're going to look at this Indians and Reds games. I'm going to go ahead and take this Reds team total, and I'm going to go ahead and take it over 4.5, and you can get that at +128 over there at DraftKings. Again, it's another daily boost that they're giving them to us every single morning. Set your alarm clock. You can get it at 9 a.m. Eastern time every single day. So, yeah, I went ahead and used the boost, but if you don't use the boost, you can still get this bet at plus money. So, either way, this is a plus money bet for everybody out there. The Reds, what we love about this Reds, they're averaging 6.5 runs per game. They've hit 5+ in 8 of their 12 games, and they've done it in all 6 of their home games. The Reds' offense is really good. They're number 5 in batting average. They're number 6 in on-base percentage. They're number 2 in slugging, and they rank 2nd in on-base plus slugging. They're 3rd best in the Major League Baseball in strikeouts. That's when you remove the Nets and the Mets and the Nats that are ranked 1-2 because they just haven't played as many games as the other teams due to the COVID issues that started their season. So if you remove them, the Reds are 3rd best in strikeouts there in Major League Baseball. So love that. And while they're not striking out, they're fucking smashing the ball. They're tied for first in Major League Baseball on home runs. This is a really good offense. Who's going to be on the mound there for the Indians? What's Logan Allen? He's nothing to write home about. His K per 9 the last 2 seasons is 5.9 and 7.2, so not exactly striking guys out. His opponent's batting average is 293 and 333 the last 2 years. It is 200 this year, but the season's early. It's only 2 games. I expect him to be somewhere closer, to the 293, 333. Maybe not quite get that high, but those are really high batting average. Maybe he is really that bad and he'll get near that high, but it's certainly not going to be around 200. as it is right now. Again, that's only 2 games into the season. His numbers show he doesn't have the ability to really strike people out, so guys can get contact on the ball. And this is a bad team that he's going up against, this Reds offense, when they can get contact on the ball and they can do a lot of damage. Another thing that we do like, the Indians did use their 3 top relievers last night in getting that win against the White Sox. They pitched relatively low pitches. I think it was low teens to maybe mid-teens for those 3 guys. So they'll be available to go today, but they at least did pitch last night. So we always like when that happens. But we're relying obviously a lot here on Logan Allen. He's going to get hit, and then this bullpen, is going to be hit here as well, for the Indians. So yeah, I love this Reds team total over 4.5. And again, you can find that at plus 128 over at DraftKings. All right, those are the only 2 MLB bets. Again, there are 2 more that I absolutely love, but I'm just going to go ahead and try and stick it to just 2 bets and roll with those 2 and get those 2 to cash. And we'll go ahead and take a nice 2-0 sweep. Do got that free giveaway bet for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and I did a parlay for you guys. I've been killing it in soccer this week, 2-0. So I went ahead and did another soccer bet for the free giveaway. It's a money line parlay. I did Leipzig over Hoffenheim, and then I did Lille over Montpellier there in League One. If this bet hits, it's at plus 126 odds, so it'll pay out $25. So we can give away another $25 on Monday's show when this soccer money line parlay go ahead and cash. I love that. All right, dude, I'm going ahead and put NASCAR Bet here in front of you guys. There's a NASCAR, I'm going to upload a little bit later on here today, the normal video I do, for the jackpot races and the Fox Bet Super 6 app where you can win $35,000. So a lot of justification will be on that, but I do have a little bit of justification here as well to go with it. I'm going to go ahead and take William Byron to finish in the top 10, and you can find that at minus 118 over at DraftKings. Some of the things I like about this is since the road course, the Daytona road course earlier on the season, William Byron has finished 1st, 8th, 6th, and 4th. I mean, this is a team that is just absolutely consistently in the top 10. They got a new crew chief. They're doing extremely well this season. And, like I said, his last 6 races, he's finished in the top 10. This is a team that's really coming into form here. Like I said, they got the win there at Homestead. I absolutely like him to finish in the top 10 again. He's got a good starting position. Not that that really matters outside of a road course, but, he is starting up already in the top 10. He's had a top 10 car all season long. So just love William Byron going ahead and bringing us home another top 10 finish for a nice cash there at minus 118. I do like 2 head-to-heads. Let's see how these bets go Friday. Let's see how they do go Saturday. And I may go ahead and put in 2 head-to-head bets. The 2 head-to-head bets I do like. I'll put them in front of you, but you can look for me on Twitter if I go ahead and pull the trigger on these 2. If I do one, I'm going to go ahead and do the other. I'm not just going to do one. That's how much I like them both. The first one I like is William Byron over Alex Bowman. And you can get that at minus 110 at PointsBet. Actually, both of these are at PointsBet. And then the other one I like is Austin Dillon over Kurt Busch at plus 105. And again, a lot of justification will be in the video there where we can win money. But I love those 2 head-to-head bets. I went ahead and do it a little different, obviously, this week. Went with the William Byron to finish in the top 10. It's really hard to ignore what that team's doing, what he's doing as a driver. I mean, just solid, consistent results each and every week. So, yeah, let's see, though, if I can add those 2 head-to-heads once we get a little bit closer on into Sunday's action. All right, before I let you guys go, we got to win $10,000 on the Fox Bet Super 6 app quiz app. Normally, I give you 2 answers. This week, I'm going to go ahead and give you 3 answers. I'm going to give you 2 answers to the sports questions and then an additional answer there to one of the other questions. The first one there rolls around sports is which driver will have the best finish. I'm going to go with Austin Dillon. He's the winner of the Daytona Duel 2. So I'm going to go with Austin Dillon. He's got 3 top 10s. He's got 1 top 5 in his last 5 races here at Richmond. And then last year at Richmond, he finished 2nd in both stages 1 and 2. And then he finished 4th overall at the end of the race, and he led 55 laps. So a guy that ran top 3, top 4 all day long. He's having a decent season so far. I think he'll have another good race here at a track that he absolutely loves. He's obviously super familiar with it and got a lot of success. So go ahead and give me Austin Dillon there. And then the other question is the number of MLB away teams that'll win Saturday. This is kind of hard to predict without knowing Friday's bullpen usage. There's a reason why I'm profitable in baseball is because you have to understand bullpen usage in baseball. So, yeah, really hard to predict this because we just don't know how the bullpens will unfold on Friday. But with that being said, I'll go ahead and say 8. I'll go and say 8 away teams will win. I've got the Rays beating the Yankees. They got Glass now on the bump. I've got the Blue Jays beating the Royals. I've got the Braves beating the Cubs. I've got the White Sox beating the Red Sox. I got the Cardinals beating the Phillies, the Tigers beating the A's, the Astros beating the Mariners, and then a combination of this possibility of the Mets winning on the road, the Dodgers winning on the road, and the Twins also winning on the road. So maybe get a combination of those teams helping you, and then at the end of the day, then you can get to 8 away teams winning. So that's how I'm going to answer that one. The last question I want to give you here, guys, is what's going to be the highest temperature on Saturday? And this one irritates me a little bit because normally when I do these answers here on the Fox Bet Super 6 app, when it gets to these kind of questions, or if it gets to like something about the Oscars, I just blindly pick that, right? I follow America and say, okay, America, you're 60% of you people are on this city. That's going to be the highest temperature. I'm going to go ahead and follow you and trust that America knows what they're doing. Well, last night I was sitting here at the computer doing research here for the show, and putting this particular part together and just watching the Nationals get their ass kicked. And I'm super irritated that Corbin had a bad start, that they're down by an absurd amount of runs. At that point, the run line's not going to hit. And America thinks that New Orleans is going to be the highest temperature on, I don't know what they're asking for. I think it's Saturday or Sunday. And I was like, really? Like, that's going to be Daytona Beach? Man, let me look this up real quick. And the high temperature for New Orleans is 71. And again, I'm thinking, like, really? Daytona Beach can't beat 71 degrees on, mid to late April? Mid-April? You know what the temperature is going to be on Daytona Beach on Saturday? 85. 14 degrees higher. So it's not like America's, like, taking a chance on New Orleans because it's, one or a couple degrees close or it's 14 degrees lower. 14 degrees. Daytona Beach is going to be 14 degrees higher on Saturday. So I'm not sure what America's doing. Of course, then I had to look up the other cities, which irritated me that I had to do that. America's making me do that. So I looked up, was it Houston? I think San Diego's another city. Either way, I looked them all up, and the cities I go 1 to are Daytona, New Orleans, and Daytona is by 14 degrees. So this one shouldn't be close. Take Daytona, and I'm irritated, America, that I can no longer trust you. I can no longer trust the American people. You've lost my trust. Come on, America, be cool. Just be cool, people. Don't do that. Come on. All right, so take Daytona Beach on that one, and let's hope we can get that right. We'll get those 2 sports rights, and then those other 3 are going to be up for you guys to try and figure out how you can do it. I will look up that Bitcoin price when it gets a little closer, right? When it gets closer to that game locking. I'm not going to trust America. I can't trust America. I've lost all trust, so I'm going to have to look up the Bitcoin, and that annoys me. It was cool sitting back, playing this game, thinking I can trust America. I just can't do it anymore. All right, guys, there it is. We're going to roll out those soccer bets. No run the first inning. Gonna sweat our butts off in the first inning like we always do in that bet, but we're going to bring that one to cash. But before that, the Reds will have gotten 5 runs. We'll already have a nice profitable money in our pocket there. So there. All right, guys, look for me on Twitter if I pull a trigger on any other bets. And then, of course, going to go ahead and roll out some weekend bets throughout the course of the weekend there on Twitter. So you can check me out there. It's Friday, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Have an outstanding weekend. We'll see you back on Monday's show. We'll recap all this up and kick off another week. Have a good one. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.